On today's episode of 5-Minute Jobs, working on changing out a sprinkler head that I didn't even break, the lawn guys decided to take out. So, all I gotta do is unscrew the one and screw the other one back in and it's good to go. 5 minutes and I'm done.
Dad, 5-minute jobs!
Of course, this sprinkler head is not an easy accessible point. It's in the middle of the jungle of my backyard where I have to get to it. So let's check it out. And here is the repair. As you can tell, it's snapped off there. Here's the rest of it. It's a longer, so I went down to the local hardware store, got this fitting to be able to screw on, doped it on this end, glued it together, and it's ready to screw on. So all I should have to do is unscrew that end and screw this on, and in 5 minutes, we're good to go. Well, I also have this adapter here to make it taller. So this would screw on, that would go into the ground, this would go into the sprinkler head itself, making it that long. But why do I need pliers, a shovel, a hammer, PB blaster? I don't know why I need all these things to unscrew that. It won't come out. Why won't it come out? Okay, now we're throwing more tools at it, which I'm sure there's better ways to do this, but in 94-degree heat, I'm throwing what I can at it. I want to get in that pool, and the only way to get in that pool is to fix this sprinkler head. So I'm going to drill it in the top there and see if I can use this to turn it a specific way with leverage and get it out. There's probably a proper tool for this, but I don't have it and I don't want to go to the store to get it. Let's see what happens. So it is cutting through. So it made a hole. I've got this thing in place. Let me see if I can turn it and loosen it. I don't need that part of the sprinkler head, so I can damage it as much as I want. Update, that did absolutely nothing. Moving to the next tool. And we're over 5 minutes now. Okay, I figured out I have the proper extractor tool, which I've used before for sprinkler heads, but this particular size was too small for that sprinkler, so I didn't think it was gonna work, but I realized I have the bigger size for it that does fit from Orbit. So I'm gonna change this onto here and see if that extracts it. Okay, I hope this works, because here's that pool and it's 94 degrees and I wanna get in it. So we've got the extractor tool and we're going to the sprinkler head. So, I'm gonna put it in. The bigger extractor fits. The bigger extractor fit. The other one didn't fit in there. Okay. Okay, so now what we'll do, take the hammer, just give it a little, just to kind of stick it in there a little more. Okay. And let's turn it, see. I have to go with 2 hands. So it's always one problem that causes a second problem. So now the head got stuck in the extractor. I have to get that part of PVC out before I extract more of it. So let's see if we can get that out. Got it! Take 2 with the extractor tool. Let's see what happens. God. Now I have to text my mom and tell her I'm gonna be late for Mother's Day dinner because this sprinkler head job is not going as planned. All right, last chance. So here's all I've got left of that sprinkler head. It's right up against the L where it starts taking off here towards the rest of the house. So I'm thinking if I can't get it unstripped here, then I'm gonna cut this and just glue another L fitting on. Last chance! Oh, that's right. Here's every tool I threw at it. Didn't get it this time. I'm gonna have to cut it off and just glue on another one. It's gonna be a lot easier. So that's what's happening.
God, that was quick.
1 day later.
Okay, it's day 2 of Dad's 5-minute job, sprinkler head repair. So here was the piece I cut out yesterday. And as you can see, I cut both ends. And that's because the guy at Mace Hardware, that was a genius, said, oh yeah, you just screw one side out and you screw the other side in. Well, that was not the case. They were both glued in. So I had to cut them out. And you can tell, because if you look at the same exact part number that I picked up, you can see either end is not screwable. You have to glue them. There's no threads. So we'll glue this in, then we'll cut this and slide this new end in, glue it in, be good to go. It is now glued the side that goes in the ground. So in the ground will be coming from here, and then this is now the sprinkler head coming out of here that will just screw right into here. And this will glue to the sprinkler side right here. All right, here it is all glued back together. So all I gotta do now is put on that sprinkler head, screw it in, and this job's done. I'm gonna let that set up for a little bit so the glue can dry. And then it's pool time. And this job is done. Everything's sealed, everything's screwed in. Plants will get some water. Time for the water test. Let's see if there's any leaking, which I don't think there will be. And there it is. It's working! We have a sprinkler head again. No leaking, so we're good to go. And it's time for the pool.